Hey everybody, it is Eric Lucas with GG Homes here in San Diego, your favorite local real estate investor. And as requested today, I'm going to make a quick video on how to estimate repairs. And the dirty little secret to what I do is that 9 times out of 10, I can take an educated guess and be close enough that it doesn't really matter. Really, if I want to ballpark a deal, I'll just take the square footage and I'll multiply it by $35 to $40 a square foot, and that will get me within $5,000 of what the actual budget will be, as long as there's not any major issues, like it needs a new roof, it needs major plumbing issues, or it needs foundation issues. But really, those deals are kind of rare. And when I'm ballparking deals, our average budget comes back at about 60 grand. So if I just kind of estimate 60 grand repairs for every basic house that we flip, since we kind of focus on stuff that's 2,000 square feet or less, 1940s to 1980 built single family homes, well, if I put 60 grand in there, usually it's pretty accurate. So obviously when we review deals, we send out one of our contractors to view the deal, and he comes up with exact numbers. But if you want to just kind of ballpark it, $35 to $40 a square foot is a safe bet, or just put 60 grand in for repairs. And if repairs come in 5 grand less, you make a little bit more money. If repairs come in 5 grand more, well, then you still make some money, just not quite as much. So this house was really great actually, because it's pretty clean. You'll notice right now that the roof is not bad at all, that it's stucco, that it's got a newer garage door on it, and that the slab is looking pretty good out here. So let's go on inside. This is actually our favorite kind of deal because, as you're going to notice, it's clean. I mean, it's dated, it's rent ready. This is something that a buyer is going to come and they're not going to get too excited about it, a retail buyer. But for an investor, it's perfect because, well, it's old and dated and out of style, and the materials they use are pretty cheap. It's clean. It doesn't have any major issues really, except for the pool. So on a deal like this, we probably could get in and out for about 55 grand. We're going to put about 65 into this one because we're going to try to save the pool, and I'll show you the pool situation in a minute. But this is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. We might make it a 3-2 just because the master bathroom isn't very master, as you'll see. But the first bedroom's right through here. Bedroom number 1. Coming back into the hallway, you've got hall bath number 1. Coming back into the hallway, you've got another room right through here. Coming to the hallway, room number 3. All the rooms have closets. And then here is your master bedroom right here. And you've got a master bath, not very master. So what we might actually do is keep those 2 smaller bedrooms and then actually blow things out this way. So make the master bedroom a little bit bigger, make a master bath, and then relocate this bathroom to the other side here into this room. So that way you've got maybe a 3-2 instead of a 4-2, but it's a much more livable 3-2. Or what you might even be able to do is then just kind of relocate the 4th bedroom into the living room and make it pop out a little bit here. We can't go too far in because of the fireplace, but that is something that we might kick around. So the nice thing about that too is there's plenty of other living space here, right? This is a fairly big home. You've got the kitchen over here and kind of a breakfast area. We're going to blow this out, obviously, and make this open concept. The kitchenette thing is going to go. This wall is going to go. And we're going to make this kitchen nice open concept living. But then you've got your family room, living room combination. This is going to be one big room with the kitchen integrated. That is going to be a great place to entertain. It's what buyers want these days. But, as I've been showing you around, obviously, like I mentioned, it's clean, it doesn't need really any drywall work. This wall again is going to go, so don't worry about the wood paneling. You know, the ceilings obviously are in good shape. We're going to make them flat. We're going to get rid of the popcorn ceilings, but that's not a big job. And really you've got, you know, kind of getting rid of the paneling on the walls. So a little bit of plaster, paint, carpet, well, paint, not really carpet, but flooring. We're going to put in the imitation wood floors, I assume, or tile. We do either, but carpet's not really in these days. You know, your biggest expenses are going to be kind of maybe blowing out some walls and doing the bathrooms. So again, clean, dated, but clean. And luckily enough, there's nothing really funky with the walls and the layout that you really have to get super creative. Again, I showed you outside, the roof was good. You know, the foundation area was good. The slab was good. There wasn't any cracks in the driveway. You've got a direct door here to the garage, which is really nice. Not all homes in Claremont, Linda Vista have this. It's dark in here, but you get the idea. You know, this cabinet here is going to go, so we can fit 2 cars in here with ease. The big expense on this one's probably going to be new windows. You know, these barred windows, single pane, they got to go. They're old, they're terrible. And man, it drives me crazy when people do this. The pool. Everyone wants a pool right now. Pools are so popular, and they're really expensive to put in. So this actually isn't the worst that I've seen. You know, they just filled this in, which is okay, I guess. I mean, I've seen people jackhammer the entire pool up, and that kills me. But, you know, the way they filled this in, we should be able to dig this out and, you know, get the pool equipment working again and obviously refinish it. This is the big expense right here, is this pool. But it's definitely worthwhile saving because so many buyers want pools right now. So, fairly big backyard for entertaining too. You've got a nice side gate. And the big thing too was this back retaining wall is in pretty good shape. I can't tell you how many times we see these retaining walls that are, you know, that can actually be a really big hidden expense. But luckily this one's okay. Got to be careful on lots like this that kind of drain down. But for this one, the retaining wall is held up. So as long as the new owners stay on top of drainage, it'll be fine. And it's kind of cool to have this privacy. You know, if you're into gardening or whatever, if you can always grow your own whatever. So anyway, that's about it. So, you know, like I mentioned, really, when I'm kind of at the computer or in the field, a lot of times I'm just kind of estimating. I'm going 35 to 40 a square foot, or I'm just throwing in $60,000 for repairs, and I'm going to get close enough as long as there's not really, you know, any major issues, roof, foundation, plumbing, or if the home isn't, you know, too beat up. And really too, a lot of times you can just look at the Google satellite view or street view photos and estimate, you know, if the house is really bad and it's got broken down cars in front and the driveway is cracked up and the roof looks terrible and there's no stucco on the outside and the garage door is bent up, I say inside's probably even worse. And I'm thinking, that might be closer to 70 to 80 grand. But when you see a house like this that's got stucco on the outside and, you know, a newer garage door, I get excited and I say, you know what? It might actually be fairly clean inside. And sure enough, this one was. So anyway, kind of a long video, but you know, that's how we estimate repairs. And of course, you know, if you've got an off-market fixer, we can either kind of tell you our ballpark up front and write up the offer, or even better, we'll send our contractor out, and his number will probably be very close to mine, but that way we can get you an exact number. Like I mentioned, I estimated about 60 grand on this one, and it came back, I think, 64, 65. So, you know, I was fairly close. And either way, you know, 5 grand isn't going to affect the deal. So anyway, hope this video was helpful. And of course, if you've got any off-market deals that need some love and would make a great deal for an investor, give me a call, 858-276-0713.